In 1977, the Soviet Union moved its Washington, D.C. embassy to a high-elevation compound on Mount Alto along Wisconsin Avenue. At 350 feet above sea level, it was the second highest geographical point in the entire District of Columbia. To ordinary commuters passing by, it looked like a massive architectural upgrade for foreign diplomats. But inside the Pentagon and the Central Intelligence Agency, it triggered an immediate national security crisis. From that elevated ridge, Soviet intelligence officers didn't even need to leave their property to spy on the United States. They installed massive high-frequency antenna arrays behind reinforced roof structures, positioned to directly line up with unencrypted radio channels and microwave transmissions, beaming between the White House, Capitol Hill, the State Department, and military headquarters. The American intelligence community scrambled for solutions. Standard electronic wiretapping was entirely off the table. The new Soviet embassy had been constructed from the ground up like a modern fortress. The walls were lined with heavy radio frequency shielding, acting as an impenetrable Faraday cage, while internal sweepers constantly monitored every square inch for electronic transmitters. When U.S. agencies realized they couldn't penetrate the building from the air or through its walls, the FBI and the National Security Agency concocted a plan so outrageous, expensive, and technically complex that it sounded like fiction. Operation Monopoly. Right across the street, sitting quietly at 2619 Wisconsin Avenue, was an ordinary 3-bedroom suburban home. Under total secrecy in 1989, the FBI established a shadow shell company to purchase the property. To the neighbors on Wisconsin Avenue, the house appeared to be occupied by quiet, late-shift government contractors who kept entirely to themselves and rarely entertained guests. Behind those drawn curtains, however, federal agents were converting the residential home into an underground construction base. The basement was completely hollowed out, insulated with heavy acoustic baffling, and retrofitted with silent electric excavation tools, dirt bagging racks, and specialized air filtration systems. Their goal was breathtakingly ambitious: to secretly dig a subterranean steel tunnel straight across Wisconsin Avenue, directly underneath the perimeter fence of the Soviet embassy, ending in a secure vault directly beneath the diplomatic compound's primary cryptographic room. Constructing a multi-hundred-foot tunnel beneath a heavily trafficked 4-lane city avenue presented an engineering nightmare. Every single scoop of dirt had to be excavated by hand or with low-vibration hydraulic picks to avoid triggering seismic sensors buried along the Soviet perimeter. Thousands of pounds of damp earth were bagged, packed into unmarked delivery vans late at night, and quietly driven away to undisclosed disposal sites across Virginia and Maryland. Underneath the street, engineers had to maneuver blindly around high-pressure municipal gas mains, sewer infrastructure, and Washington's notoriously unstable water table. Constant water seepage threatened to flood the dig, requiring silent drainage pumps to run 24 hours a day. As the tunnel slowly extended across the avenue, NSA technicians lined the steel frame with cutting-edge optical sensors, laser measurement gear, and ultra-sensitive acoustic pickups. These devices were engineered to capture the micro-vibrations of floorboards, typewriter key presses, and human voices echoing through the concrete foundation above. For years, teams of agents worked in rotational shifts inside the dark, confined shaft. The financial bill grew rapidly, eventually climbing into the hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars. Yet, as the tunnel finally reached its target location directly beneath the embassy vault, intelligence analysts sitting in monitoring stations began noticing a baffling anomaly. The sensors were returning almost total silence. Month after month, technicians adjusted audio levels and calibrated their equipment, but the acoustic yield was non-existent. The rooms directly above the tunnel seemed completely deserted. There were no encrypted teletype signals, no high-level diplomatic discussions, and no cryptographic chatter. The devastating truth behind this eerie silence didn't emerge until February 2001. The failure of Operation Monopoly wasn't caused by faulty NSA technology or an unexpected geological barrier. It was caused by a betrayal from the highest levels of American law enforcement. His name